Alright, this is a video that I'm going to share with you as a father. Okay, this actually happened today. What happened was my wife takes my daughter and drops her at the school in the morning. I generally don't go. Now that I finish my fast, I sit at home. I finish my walk in the morning, and then I'm preparing myself to answer clients or do some work. So when my wife came back home, I was just having breakfast. That is 5 egg yellow yolks, not the white, just the yolk and the fat with butter. So as I was eating that, my wife came in and she said, do you know what happened in school? So I said, enlighten me. And it seems that a girl, my daughter is 5 years old, 4, 5 years old, whatever. So it seems one girl came to my daughter and said she looks ugly. Okay. And it seems she's not beautiful. So my daughter apparently was a little sad that she was told that she's not beautiful. And the thing is, my wife always tells her she's beautiful, she's smart, how her mother is. And in my case, I generally don't give compliments, but my daughter makes it a point to fish for compliments. Like, for example, when we are going on the scooter, like I've always told her, you put the helmet by yourself. I want to teach her independence. So whenever she does it by herself, I say, wow, that's very good, that's very good. And my daughter likes that compliment so much that I say, wow. She actually reminds me that she's putting the helmet and she says, see, Papa, see. And then I say, oh, wow, that is amazing. So she makes it a point. She just feels happy when I compliment her. Like, for example, if she's, eating food and she's going to leave something, I say, come on, finish it. Then it'll be nice, Then my wife says, Papa will say very nice. So to seek my approval, she'll eat and say, see, Papa, she say, wow, that's very good. So she feels very happy when I compliment her. So my wife has this, it's a girly thing. It's woman to woman, woman to girl, whatever. So she said, you look so beautiful, you look so nice. And my daughter blushes, and then she makes it a point to come into the room and, she's just showing this and this. And I'm like, in the middle of my work, I'm like, what happened to, like she does like this, and there's something gone in her eye, or what happened? Then my wife comes, no, she's showing you how she looks cute and beautiful. Oh, yeah, you're fabulous, whatever. I give her some English words, and then she asks my wife, what is fabulous or what is beautiful? Okay, so you get the idea. So when this girl told her that, her own age, that she's not beautiful, for some strange reason, my daughter remembered that, and she told my wifey, and obviously wife will tell me. So for me, it's a new thing because, I'm a first-time father, so I need to deal with this. Okay, like someone is calling her now. Obviously, when I'm dealing with, I deal with grown-up people, and if someone calls me ugly, I'm like, yeah. Ugly, so fucking what, and I, honestly speaking, I don't give importance to looks, even though looks are important, but more than looks, character matters, intelligence matters. You can be a good-looking female and be a bimbo, I mean, most of the prostitutes and, sex workers, they look very attractive, but they don't have character, they don't have intelligence. Intelligence means, as a sex worker, they have intelligence in sex, but there are so many other kinds of intelligence. Like in school, it's memorization, or in business, it is running a business, that kind of intelligence. Okay, so obviously, I can't talk to my daughter like an adult. Hey, come on, it's your brain. You need to focus on being smart in the head. Looks don't matter. So I wish it was like that. But it's not, so I need to address it. So I can't talk to her like an adult, although I can try to make sense. So I was really thinking what to tell my daughter. So in the evening when we went to pick her up, I go in the evening because then we go to the market. So when we went to pick her up, this was bugging me, like, how do I address this? That, someone said she looks ugly. And so when I picked her up, I told her, oh, you look so nice. And she was very happy that I cupped her face, and I was trying to be nice to her and say, how was your day? And my wife was translating, and she was telling me in Thai, talking 100 words a minute. So she was getting into the flow of things, and I was really feeling bad. Okay, but I guess my daughter was more like in happy land, because she's a kid. So then finally we stopped at the market, and once again, the fatherly, bit came out, because I'm feeling bad for her. So as we took out the helmet, she was showing me she took off her helmet. I said, wow, you're very smart and all that. And then, I just cupped my hands on her face, and I told my wife, just translate. And I said, no matter what anyone says, for me, for your papa and mama, you're very beautiful. And if you work hard, you'll be always smart. I want you to be, I want you to believe in yourself. And, my wife was translating all this, and you can tell your papa, mama anything. So I was telling her all this, and my wife was translating, and my daughter then looked up to me, when her face was like this, she looked up to me, and then she gave me these golden words, which I can definitely tell you I would not forget. And my daughter looked into my eyes as I was looking into hers, and she told me, this is not a joke, I'm telling you seriously, honestly, this is what my daughter told me. Papa, you're talking too much. We have to go shopping. You talk all this at home. Now don't waste my time. And I was like, and my wife burst out laughing, and I was like, I was like, okay, I was trying to be a good father, but I guess, I realized later she was hungry, because when we went to the market, she was pointing at the chicken and fry and rice, and she normally waits until we go home, and she was busy eating. So I was like, okay, so it's maybe not that serious, maybe maybe I'm overthinking, maybe my daughter is not too worried about being called ugly, so I was a little confused. My daughter was just walking, so I told my wife, she is not too upset, is she? Like, about being ugly. She said, yeah, you're worrying about it more. So I was like, okay, fine. All right. So maybe I shouldn't worry about it too much. Okay, fine. So, I didn't think much about it, although it was still bugging me. Then we came home, and once again, she took out her helmet. I said, wow, nice. And then she showed me that she was feeding the guinea pigs. I said, nice. She always likes to show me when she does things. And then when she got busy eating food and all that, again, she was eating. I told my wife, she's all right. That, she's like, what? I mean, that ugly thing you told me. No, she's okay. She's strong. I was like, yeah, but you told me in the morning that, she was feeling hurt, and so now she's okay. So she said, yeah, the kids, kids. Like, okay, they're kids. Like, I thought it was something serious, So anyway, I'm still wondering whether the problems whether it's sorted out, or is she still going to be worried that someone called her ugly, or I don't know, man. I'm still thinking a lot about it. I want to address the issue, but if my daughter has forgotten about it, I guess it's not that serious. But I do know that my daughter doesn't forget, so I'll kind of tell her that, I want to tell her, but you can guide me on this. I want to tell her that, looks is not that important. It's important, but not that important. But intelligence matters, and everyone called me ugly. I don't give a fuck. But then, I guess when I was young, I did. So I don't know. I guess I have to think like a small kid because I'm thinking like an adult. Still need to figure out how to, communicate this. So if you have any experience, you can tell me, like, how do you tell the kid that, you're not ugly? And I told her that if someone tells you you're ugly, you should tell them, so what? I don't know if it registered. So anyway, I'm more of a coach for, grown-ups. This small kiddie thing, I'm not very good at that. So I was asking my wife, like, can we figure out who's that kid? And she was like, why you want to know who's that kid? What are you going to do? Shout? I said, I'm not going to shout. I just want to know who's that kid. Why you're going to tell that kid is ugly? I said, do I look like that? I'm not going to tell a kid you're ugly. Maybe you can be friends and, Anyway, I'm thinking more about it than my daughter. I checked with her. Like, I told her, you're looking nice. And she was like, Papa, I'm busy. I'm watching cartoon and I'm eating. I was like, oh, okay, all right. So, I guess it's not a big deal after all. But I'm just, I'll just be prepared if in case they say she's ugly again. So, yeah, because she's a little different, like Indian DNA, and she's not like, she doesn't look like a Thai. So anyway, I'm still learning how to figure out how to be a dad for a 5-year-old. I'm an expert when it comes to adults, but 5-year-olds is a bit of a challenge. I'm just worried if they start bullying her, then what will she do? Yeah. Anyway, thinking too much. I'm also concerned if, someone makes fun because I look like this. They'll say, your dad looks ugly. For me, I don't give a damn, but maybe she'll feel upset. Anyway, I'm thinking too much. Relax. Take it easy. Okay? Alright? And if you're a parent, you can give me your 2 cents. How do I deal with this problem? Trying to figure it out. We'll have a conversation, sit with the kid and, you look okay, you're fine, no need to worry, focus on intelligence, kind of a mature talk. That's it. The first time for everything. So you guys let me know, how do you sort it out? Provided you have experience, okay? And if there's any book or anything, tell me, I'll read through it, figure out how to deal with this issue. But yeah, the most stupid thing was, I cupped my hand and it was such a father-daughter romantic moment. And I said, I find you beautiful no matter what. And she was like, Papa, you're talking too much. I was like, huh? She's like, yeah, you're talking too much. We have to go shopping and we have to finish. We are getting late and then we have to eat food. I was like, okay. All right. Yeah. That's whatever. Today's kids, I can't figure them out. I can't figure out women, I guess, sometimes. Anyway, let me know your thoughts and how do I handle this situation. Until then, you guys take care. I'll figure it out. That's it. Okay? You guys take care. Yeah. Whatever. Okay, bye.